I want to welcome you back to Black Site. Tonight we're going to talk about MoNique told them all. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. This week we heard Taraji Henson do an interview on the color Purple, and she started to cry about how much she was being paid in Hollywood, that she didn't feel as though she was being paid what she was worth. She almost decided not to participate in the movie A Color Purple because of the money. But it was one person who stood up by herself, one person who took all the arrows, one person who was vindicated in the end, and her name was MoNique. MoNique said the same thing when she was going for a Netflix special, and she felt as though she should have got the same amount of money as Amy Schumer, but she didn't receive it. She received a lot of backlash, a lot of criticism. I remember Tiffany Haddish, Wanda Sykes, and others attacking MoNique for saying these things and not taking the money. But MoNique went out there and she sued Netflix and won, received the settlement, also received the comedy show. She's also suing Paramount. And she talked about the pay inequities in Hollywood, that when she won that Oscar, she thought that she would receive between $3 and $5 million a year. But she found out it'll never happen. And she told Tyler Perry that to his face, that she was a black woman. But the problem I have with all this is there's one person who's a sore thumb in everything when it comes to black women, the black community, and her name is Oprah Winfrey. I believe she's the most dangerous black woman in America because she has a microphone. And Taraji Henson was saying, I wasn't going to do A Color Purple because of the money. You're talking about one of the richest men in Hollywood, Steven Spielberg, doing this movie, Quincy Jones production, one of the richest men in music, and Oprah Winfrey, a billionaire. And you telling me you complaining about how much money that you will get in a movie? That tells you about the greed of someone like Oprah Winfrey. You should be glad just to be doing this movie and getting these pittance of dollars. This is absolutely shameful. And I didn't know the biggest check she received for a movie was $500,000. You would thought that Taraji Henson, a young lady who has been in a multitude of films, would be over $1 million at least for a film. This is what they're dealing with in Hollywood. And this is why when Wanda Sykes and Tiffany Haddish got into problems, they started complaining about their pay and other people. See, the women in Hollywood are extremely scared because they know they can easily be replaced at any time by a new face, a new person, a new black woman from Africa or London, England. They could be replaced. So they tend to keep their mouths shut. As long as there's work coming in, it seems to be okay. But when MoNique stood on her business, she won. Now, she may not get all the parts she wants, but she has the money. She may have to get an acting position every once in a while, but she still has her comedic career to depend on. But if all you ladies would have came together behind Oprah Winfrey and her girlfriend Gail, and y'all would have stuck together, y'all could have held it down and put Hollywood on Front Street. But you didn't. See, they always know it's going to be one. And that's why they always know that they can blacklist one person, like they did MoNique for years, which they were also helped by Tyler, Oprah, Lee. This woman makes too much noise. She has a loud mouth. But her mouth is large because she saw the inequities of what's going on in Hollywood. They are making millions off of films in which they are black actors because they don't have to pay the actors much money. So they still get all the residuals from the film. But when the actors walk away, they walk away with basically nothing. Now, I'm not going to say $500,000 is nothing, but when she has to pay her agent, her fees, her mortgage, and all these other things, it's not a lot of money left over. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's what MoNique was talking about. You have to take a stand. But if the people at the top who happen to be billionaires won't make a stand because they don't want to ruffle any feathers, you know, they don't want to make a mistake where they might end up on a blacklist and their money will start coming up short. See, they know one thing. We don't stick together. Now, all that crying that Taraji P. Henson did, if she would have stood by MoNique at that time, Gabrielle Union, Holly Berry, and all the other, Viola Davis, Oprah Winfrey, if they would have stood as a unit, they could be getting better money and pay than they're receiving right now. But since you don't do that, soon as you come to the table, they come with the lowest offer. And if you don't take it, I'll give it to this other person. That's how they deal with black actresses in Hollywood. You gotta take a stand. And MoNique was criticized. Now everything has come out. She seems like the hero, the person who was truly telling the truth, the person who stood on business, like I said earlier, who took and was blacklisted for years, survived, overcome, and now she is much richer than she's ever been and much more respected. But one person we're going to have to deal with is that Oprah Winfrey. And I'm telling you, she will do more harm to this community before she leaves this earth than any other black woman has done. Don't support her just because she's a billionaire. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. Hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.